a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Memphis Tigers offense takes the field. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's battle. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Price. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play.
Offense working from the pistol. The give to the left side. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on it to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Casey. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Going to the running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Battle. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Intercepted, number 19. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fears the pressure. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer obviously in the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to pass, it's Casey. Zings it complete to the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does. But still, he picks up the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Notre Dame, once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. The give. Runs for the tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Battle. Got him downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Casey. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down. The Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They go to the ground. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
That defense. Lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Leaves it with the running back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this deep...
He's got it inside the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Quick completion on the out route. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Tiger! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Shot down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Got it behind the line. It's Woodhead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air, it's Casey. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Price. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. From the 49, they're going to spin that wheel of fortune and try it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Tigers are marching down the field. They just keep firing. Steps away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can... but couldn't create anything there.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. The good defense, or listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Caught in the backfield, it's Massey. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up. And on that...
Turning it on! Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Wide receiver going in motion. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. This time it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Dropping back, it's Casey. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got him. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
On the ground with the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach... to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. He's in open space downfield. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense comes out 1st and 10 from the 11. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They got in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Casey. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, there.
This offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Hard running there. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, trailing late here in the 4th quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, and getting his butt on the ground.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man. Got room at the 35. Oh, not a touchdown, Notre Dame! He got loose and it. Lights out after that. Extra point here will give them the lead.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football. Second down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and cap.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Looking to throw, it's Casey. And he was drilled just as he released. Conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid... on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. Bounced off his feet.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks to...
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Unloads quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Battle. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got...
He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.